Okay. Welcome everyone to Friday Night Live, the early edition. Starting things off a little earlier. Same time as last week, just 8 p.m. Eastern instead of 8 Central. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. There's been a lot of, I got a lot of feedback. Everyone seemed to like the idea. I will say it is still a little light out here in Wisconsin, so we'll see. Maybe we'll just, I don't know, play it by ear. Well, maybe I'll do a poll later. Yeah, Craig, that's right. Starting so early, it's like having breakfast out here. But anyway, welcome everyone. Glad you're tuning in to the first Friday night out here on the Tiki bar. No water in the pool yet. The new pond is still under construction. I'll have a little update on that later on, but thanks for tuning in. Glad you're all here. Cheers. Kick this show off. Yeah, so how is everyone doing? I better see old guy Firewood here. He was the main advocate of this. He was like last week at the International Firewood Expo, he was telling me multiple times that I gotta switch that Friday Night Live to start a little bit earlier because he's doesn't like staying up so late. But I haven't seen him yet. Bill Irwin, good evening. Saw you last weekend. Good seeing you. Oh my goodness! And there is frickin' Jeep, the guy who said he's probably isn't gonna make it because he's usually outside working. But we all know on a Friday, he might be outside, but the working part, I'm not so sure about. Let's see. Daniel Atkins, good evening. Wise Choice Firewood, how you doing? Mr. Van Dusen, I saw you. Tim and Old Saws, I saw you fly by in the chat. William Klein, who else? Let me just scroll back through here. Tony Woods, Mom and the Boys, Jason Lee, Lake Ontario Firewood. That is not some. I just saw your chat message here. Ay. Well, that's sorry to hear that. 12-year-old lab. Yeah, that. Never easy putting the fur friends down. So condolences, and like I said, yeah, that's sad to hear. Welf Kanagi, doing good. How are you doing? I saw this. Somebody else mentioned frickin' Jeep saying we can go longer in overtime. We'll see. We'll see how that plays out. I'm usually not one to be having the extended long live streams, but maybe that'll be the thing now. Is it's Sean Watford. Well, you better catch up. Oh yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's a little. I mean, generally I'm not really doing much anyway. So starting at 7 isn't that big of a deal, I guess, because I'd probably just be sitting out here waiting until 8. So if it works out best for the majority of people watching, I do know though that in the summer, because the daylight is longer, people sometimes have things going on or they're outside still doing things. So I don't know. Dave in Massachusetts has a fire going. He's watching over on Facebook. Welcome. Greg is down under watching on Facebook. Welcome. Slick Willie getting the chores done early. Oh, well, that's good. Yeah, like I said, it's we'll see how things go. If I don't see old guy Firewood in here pretty soon, I tell you what, we're switching it back next week to 8 Central. Let's see, who else is in here? Gringo Pines, how are you doing? And Rogala, good evening. Hopefully everyone made it back from the International Firewood Expo last weekend. If you were there, that was a pretty good time, except for the weather. That was the only downside. Rick's Outdoors. Yes. No hiding it in the shadows. For those of you that may be new tuning in, if you just saw what I pulled up there on the screen, I have a little chat window that's flying by, and if you have a question, and you put a couple Q's in front of it, that will help me pick your question out from the chat. And you know what? I just realized I did not zoom in and adjust. Well, there ain't much of a fire. I should probably stoke that thing up. It's just been it was actually a little hot today, and this fire is kicking off a little too much heat. So I haven't been stoking it up too much. That's kind of one of the other downsides, I guess, for starting this early. Miller, Stumps, and Firewood, how are you guys doing? Yeah, let me go. I have some of the slash in my little slash box that I made a couple weeks ago. So I have some of that up there. Let me just throw a couple pieces. I have this other junk. I was cleaning up this one spot of the Woodyard, and I just have this junk wood, and it's not. It's been sitting in this one spot for probably 3 years, and it's still burning like crap. So, but let me throw a few pieces on. I'll be right back. Butch Rogers, I like the earlier time better. All right, well, I was going to put up a little poll in the chat to kind of get some feedback, but I have been just all the comments from the video yesterday and everything else. It seems like a majority of you are in the Eastern time zone. David Johnson, how is the drought in your area? I don't know if we're really under a drought here yet. We had a lot of rain. I think it was last week, and so I don't know if we're in technically a drought yet. Tony Woods. Here's one. Tony says, I think you should go back to later at night. Give that glow of the fire pit. Yeah, well, I mean, technically, it should start getting a little darker here about 7:45, I think. Oh, all right, Bill. Yeah, I tell you, old guy Firewood tells me I got to switch the time so that he can make it. And the next week, when I switch the time, and he's not even here yet, he'll probably show up at 8 Central. Oh, Jason Lee's burning wood in the solo. All right. Early is good from Logger Jason. One of the things, I don't know if you guys saw, for those of you that don't follow me on Facebook. But yesterday we had our first fawn born from the Woodyard deer. So one of the doe, she had it right over here, and all during the day it laid in the grass over here, and so yeah, we've had our first fawn born from the deer that always hang out in the Woodyard. So we had a birthday yesterday, and my brother's birthday's today. I just remembered that. Yeah. Frickin' Jeep. Yeah, well, I suppose. But, you know, like I mentioned, he was the one saying it would really, he'd be able to attend more and stay up later. He probably forgot, or he probably didn't see that I was switching it. So we'll give him a break. No worries. Rick's Outdoors, who won the chainsaw? I don't even remember who that was. Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't anyone that I know. I don't remember. I don't remember who it was. And I don't know if they were there or not. Because I know neighbor Doug, One Eye Customs, he was waiting around to see who won it, and then when they called the name, I don't think the person was there. Or I don't know, maybe not. But I don't remember seeing anyone like, raise their hand and say, "Hey, that's me." Oh boy. Here we go. In the cup comes a coin. And that means we are going to bring out the ladies. If you're new here as well, anytime we have a coin fall in this cup, we raise up our cup. Oh my, I gotta find that chat though. And you didn't get your shirt, I think you can still order them online, but otherwise they were flying off the table pretty fast. And I don't know if they're limited. I think you can still get them, but if not, you missed out. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Oh, did my audio cut out? I know what happened. There we go. Now can you hear me? The ladies. Anyway, what I was saying is, thank you very much, Joe. Cheers. And get yourself, if you weren't at the show, get yourself the Expo t-shirt. I had to change all of my settings around because of last week's craziness at the live stream. It got a little out of control. Yep, I think I got the sound fixed. I knew what the problem was. All right, have we seen? Boy, I'm just gonna scroll back through here. Joe is still resting. He was a busy guy. He was going all over the fairgrounds and that side by side. I think he told me that his shoulder and his elbow were a little sore from going like this. Log cabin firewood. Captain Jack, how are you doing? Yeah, that fire, it just doesn't look like it's burning because it's so light out. And like I said, I don't know what. That wood is just garbage. Rubbish. Rubbish. What kind of wood? It is a mix of rubbish. I think those two pieces are maple, but this stuff has been sitting on a pallet. It may not have been in full sun, but it still has been sitting out for years, and apparently not drying very well because it's giving off quite a bit of smoke. Quite a bit of smoke and not a lot of flame. Which is not what you want in your firewood. But yeah, it's I think I have some poplar in there as well, and a little pine in the crate. Timon, how are you doing? Steve from Indiana likes the earlier start. All right. Well, like I said, we will just see. And there's Peter from Alaska. The Expo was awesome and definitely worth the trip from Alaska again. Still getting used to, yeah, that's the you guys up there in Alaska though. Now that the summer is rolling in, you guys will have like daylight. You'll be outside till 11 o'clock. 4 o'clock. Yeah, that's a good time to take a little afternoon break, little happy hour break. Billy D, can we have the early start with the same late finish? Oh my gosh, now you're really asking. I don't know how many would stick around for that the whole evening. We'll see. Beavertown Outdoors, how are you doing? Rick's Outdoors. You ever been rock climbing with your wife? No. I am not a fan of heights. And I'm also not a fan of hanging on the edge of a rock. But but yeah, she when was that? Wednesday, I think. She was down not too far from here. There's a great big bluff with a big rock face. And she went down, and that's her new little hobby is now rock climbing along with the hiking. So there's not a lot of places around. Every place that kind of has where she can climb is about 2 hours average drive. So she finds there's a couple different climbing groups that she's found that kind of meet up at these different places. Dean, how you doing? well, you're east Eastern time zone, right? So yeah, it's we old guy Firewood last week was pressuring me into starting the live stream at 8 Eastern every week because he said that it is better for those in the Eastern time zone because then they don't have to stay up so late. However, old guy Firewood has yet to show up here tonight. But we'll see. I do, like I mentioned earlier, I'm not really doing much at 7 o'clock Central anyway. So if it works out better for more people to tune in, then we'll just keep it like that. We'll see how it goes. I'm getting ashes on my keyboard. See, this is tough. This is one of those things. It's hard to please everyone. 10 p.m. is late. Yeah. And it wouldn't be too bad for me to get done a little earlier. So, like I mentioned, we'll see how it goes for a week or two. We might go back to the regular 8 Central. Because once it gets to be like June, July, then it is kind of light out until almost 9. Fired up the rocket stove. Have you seen those rocket stoves that have like a clear tube that you can see the flame burning up inside this clear tube? Those things look pretty crazy, but they're only for pellets. So I don't know if I'm not really a fan of the pellets. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do, Tony Woods. I'll have to see. I'll check, because I can go back and look at how many people were watching, and then I'll compare that to a few weeks ago and see. But then again, like summer people are busy, so I don't know. Man, now this smoke is coming over here. Gosh. I'm just going to have to fire up the... Where did it go? I'm going to have to fire up the mini fire pit. Just burn that instead. Oh, I'm getting old. And I've got... Sometimes it feels good to get to bed early. Wake up Saturday morning, the whole day ahead of you. And then by about 2 o'clock, I still need a nap. Oh, and look who finally showed up. Old guy Firewood. On me all weekend about starting early. And here he is, 24 minutes late. I told you, old guy Firewood, I was gonna listen to you last week. I think you oh, yep, 24 minutes late. We'll have to see. Old guy Firewood, I don't know. I've been getting a lot of mixed signals here tonight. We've got I'm gonna be comparing the analytics from 2 weeks ago to see how the viewership compares with the different time starts. Or maybe next week I'll go back. I don't want to flip around too much though. Anyway, all right, let's bring these ladies back out. Let's make sure I got the sound on. Because, can you hear me? There we are. Rick's Outdoors, ladies and gentlemen. You pick the time, we will show up. All right, I like that. Thank you very much. Cheers. I also have, did you see this little, look at this. I got the overhead cam set up. Give a little behind the scenes shot. I got move the refrigerator out here. I got the freezer drawer full of ice balls. It is nice. So we are fully set up for the summer. Now we just need to every Friday night have decent weather and we'll be set. 8:30. I don't know about that. Yeah, I think we'll just see how it goes. Yeah, see, Jared, we started at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. I'm not sure if I'm going to switch it to that time yet for the summer. If you're just getting here, last weekend, old guy Firewood cornered me in the elevator of the hotel, and he said, "You need to start your live stream early because I don't like staying up late." Something like that. And I said, "All right, I'll think about it, and maybe next week I'll start it early." and then, so here we are. We're starting early this week, seeing how it goes. So far, I've had a lot of mixed, I guess, views on the matter. Oh my! Glowing Firewood 50. All right, hang on. We're gonna bring out the ladies. He says, "Cheers, Dan. Can you add wood to the fire?" Yes, I can. 1 second. Thank you very much. I'm gonna throw some slash on. So yeah, let me go. I will answer this question. Jared, there's still smoke coming out of the stack. I can see it over there. It's not shut down yet. Not yet. Yeah, we'll let that slash. We'll let the slash smoke. Holy moly's. All right, hang on. Got to keep the leaf blower handy, just in case. I don't know if that helped much or not. All right. Oh my goodness. What is happening? The wind, of course, has to change. Willie's Firewood. Russ, how you doing? Only thing that matters is what time works better for you and the small wood crew. That's true. We'll see. Like I said, it doesn't really impact me either way. I'm usually just sitting out here around the fire anyway. So whether I'm sitting out here usually we're out here about 6 o'clock. So I either sit out here and wait till 8 or wait till 7. Lyle, I have not yet. I have not had a chance to run anything up there. Maybe this weekend. And overall, how was the management at the hotel last week? I think they were pretty cool. I don't know if they actually came over and said to some of the people to like quiet down a little bit, because the guy that was on running the desk, I don't know if he was the manager or not, but he did like come over and tell me to keep things down, but I think the hardworking man put him up to it. So I don't know if it was legit or not. But yeah, they were pretty cool. And like I told him when he told me that I need to try to keep people down, their voices down, I'm like, hey, if you want to kick them guys out, go ahead. Because I wasn't making the noise. I was sitting there in that little cubicle thing with the couch and the table, and I wasn't disrupting anyone. So I was like, go ahead, kick them guys out. I have not. The boiler is still running. I think I'm going to give it another week. We have next week, there's a few days. Well, actually, I think all of next week. We're still going to be overnight lows down in the 40s, like low 40s. So, I'm only filling it once a day and not putting very much on, maybe 6-8 pieces. Yeah, Russ and them closed the lobby down after midnight. No problems. Yeah, I think that lobby is pretty far. Like there's a pretty big separation from where that lobby is to where the rooms are. So I don't think anyone cared or heard anything. York Woods, how are you doing? Did you pick up any machinery at the expo? No. And I wouldn't have been able to because I actually flew home. I rode down with Bob and the Wolf Ridge crew, Bob and Dave from Wolf Ridge, and then we all flew home. Frickin' Jeep, how is the new greenhouse drying the mini wood? I haven't done any moisture checks yet. I'm leaving both the ends of the greenhouse open, so it does get a nice little breeze blowing through it, and it still, even with both ends open, it still gets very warm inside there. It's it's pretty crazy. But I don't know, I'll probably I'll maybe do a moisture check this weekend and see what it's at. I know the oak, the newest stuff in there is the birch, and so I'll probably have to check that. How does the outside bar feel? It feels great being outside. a lot, uh, except for when this rubbish wood that I have trying to burn up smokes, and then the breeze changes and blows the smoke back here. Then it's not so much fun. But otherwise, I much prefer being outside. Even though earlier my neighbor was up there, I was wondering if he was wondering who the hell I was talking to down here. William Klein, kiln updates. Running great. I still can't believe how little wood I have to burn to maintain that temperature. I think what happened. I think there's like a barrel stove inside on the bottom, and I think once that heats up, it just radiates out the heat and just like it just does not. I mean, I hardly burn anything. Like little round pieces of limbwood like this, about 12, 14 inches long. I think I burned 4 or 5 of them in one 3.5 hour run. So like it doesn't take anything. But Phil told me that like the size of the stove is probably a little too big, and that's why I had the charcoal session. Let me check quick here. I don't even know. Oh, we are at 78. 78 degrees still. It's almost too hot. It was too hot. Today after work, it was too hot. Like I don't like this heat. TNSP, what's the best season for mini wood sales? We're coming up on it right now, I think. Although last year it was fall, October, November. But I only started selling last year in April. So I don't know. And then things got going good end of the year. So this will be my first like real, I guess, spring going into summer selling. We'll see how it goes. I had what did I ship out this week? I think I only shipped out like 8 or 9 boxes this week. So I'm kind of starting to see the repeat customers, how long. I mean, obviously, I don't think all of them, are burning their mini fire pit every night. So I would say on average, it's probably like a 2 month, month and a half, 2 months before people have the repeat orders. Glowing Firewood 50. I just had a person that says they are no longer doing barefoot. He's in his 80s and could just drop off 200 bundles. Drop off 200 for you? If he's going to drop off 200 bundles for you, yeah, I would. I guess take it. Really, it's only. Have you been able to track mini wood sales resulting from your appearance? Yes. In fact, one of the orders this week, I sent over to Minnetonka, which is a western suburb of the cities, that I'm pretty sure was somebody from the Home and Garden Show. 48? 48 in Maryland? Freaking Jeep. No wonder you're in so early. Probably too cold out there. Yeah, we're 78 right here. like I said, that's why this fire is almost too hot. Jeremiah, how you doing? All right, had a gentleman come me, and he is no longer doing firewood. He's in his 80s. If he's gonna hook you up, hey, I mean, I know a lot of people will dog on pine, but for campfires, I don't see a problem. I don't have a problem burning pine in my boiler. Pine is fine. So if you can get it, I would take it. Because it all burns. It all burns. You know what I just realized? It. Shh. I missed the bottom of the hour. I need to refill. Oh. The ice balls are a little loud in that. All right, so how many of you saw the community post or the Facebook post that I put out earlier this week about manifestation? Because I believe that you can will things into existence. And for those of you watching, may or may not know about the whole Brad Firewood at the Furnace. He always gives me a hard time. In fact, he actually made a little eyedropper that he said that's the back 40 eyedropper for mixing drinks. So, and this is, you can go back to the community page and look at the post. I received, so like probably every day I get numerous emails from companies wanting to like collaborate on them sending me their product, doing a video, and all that stuff. I swear to God, I got a email from a company wanting me to promote their eyedropper. And I took a picture and I sent it to Brad, and then we were just laughing about it because it's hey, it's okay. But yeah, some company, and I didn't really look into it much. I didn't like click on the link to see what the eyedropper really was, but eyedropper. And now that I think about it, I probably should email them back and see if they'll send me one just to use on the live streams. All right. We had a coin come down from my good friend Sean. He is finally caught up. Let me turn this. There we go. Cheers, Sean. Thank you very much. He's caught up. I'm refilled. So we're all good. What was do you know if you can cook food over pine? I was on the understanding. I mean, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't like use it for like smoking a brisket or anything. But if you're just gonna like roast some marshmallows or put a hot dog on a stick and cook it over a campfire with pine, I think you're fine. I'm not sure. But if you let it burn down and you have a good bed of coals, should be all right. Oh yeah, right there. Log Cabin Firewood used to cook over 2x4s when he did concrete years ago. Well, that might give some insight into that. Maybe answers a couple other questions we've had about you, Jack. Now we know the rest of the story. Uh, it was not a mini eyedropper. I don't even know. It was just an eyedropper. I should actually look it up here quick to see just what it was. Here we go. Oh, yeah, it's not even an actual link. We are reaching out to explore the opportunity of collaborating with you on a promotional video for our product, the Eyedropper. The Eyedropper is available for shipping in Canada, Mexico, and the US. The Eyedropper. But the link is broken, so probably not even legit. Slick Willie, the old fridge is now up in my office under my desk. Where it sits with sometimes I keep water, vitamin water, energy drinks in there for during the day. All right, so there's a few people saying that if you let the pine burn down to coals, it should be fine to cook over. Kind of like, looks like I need to add some more. Oh, there is Mama, I believe Mama Deer. But I don't see the little guy. All right. I'm going to, since I don't have my firewood assistant out here this evening yet, she should be out here pretty quick. Let me restoke, throw some more slash on the fire. Yeah, see that? I don't know. That slash is like a month old, and that other wood I have is 3 years old, and the slash is burning better than the other stuff. Go figure. Gringo Pines, we got her back. Reignited. But see, this is the one thing, is that it's not that dark right now, so you really can't see. You can't see the flames too much. Although I do have this kind of zoomed in. What is going on over there? Something is happening at the neighbors. There, let me zoom that out a little bit. Richard, thank you for your feedback. See, we would just be getting ready. So now, is old guy Firewood still here? He probably fell asleep anyway, even if we would have been starting at the regular time. But yeah, so if regular time would be like right now would be about 10 minutes before we'd be kicking things off. So we'll have to see. We'll take it. I'll have to have a I'll have to take it into the team meeting on Monday morning. Monday morning stand up. We'll have to get together and discuss. And we'll let you guys know for next week. See what happens. And like I mentioned, I'll go back and I can go back and look. Oh, see now all the Jared he likes the 8 o'clock. Tony Woods, yes I do. In fact, what time was that at? I think 5:30 this afternoon. Somebody came and cleaned me out. I'm down to 2 bundles sitting there on the stand. So I'm going to have to add that to my list for tomorrow morning. Go make some more bundles. I'm running out of bags, and this is going to probably be a topic of a video coming up soon. I am heavily debating on being done with the bags. And that doesn't mean that I'm going to be switching to wraps. So stay tuned. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. Log Cabin Firewood. Have you and Joe ever considered recording more than one episode podcast in a day just to get ahead? Yes. However, sometimes in the limited time, sometimes we are limited on time, and then the block of time that we have is also limited. So, plus, it's kind of hard. I don't know. It's hard for me. It would be kind of difficult for me to like go from talking about one topic to then take a little break and then just like, because then it almost feels like you're forcing it. And I don't know. I don't like, it's just like with like the live streams here, like I don't like to have an agenda or talking points like planned out. I just like to hit go live and see what happens. But we'll see. You could just go back and start listening from episode 1 and then see if you remember what each of those episodes were about. Just listen to them again, Jack. Yes. Somebody was, we were talking about this earlier. I just sent out an order today yesterday. Yesterday or the day before. Up to Minnetonka, which is right up there by the cities. So, I believe, I don't, see, if I would have had my stuff together, if I wouldn't have been just a hobbyist going into this home and garden show, I would have had like a code that they entered when they ordered for like 5-10% off or something, and then I could have tracked how many orders were coming from that show. So, but when you're just a hobbyist and you try to jump up to the big leagues too fast, too quick, when you try to walk before you run, or when you try to run before you walk, you miss little things like that. But I definitely think it would have been, it was probably somebody from the Home and Garden Show. Uh-oh, Logger Jason cracking down, getting the cameras. $12 loss. Uh-oh. First time in a few years. Well, that's not too bad then. Better than like $12 loss every other day. You put too many drops in your drink. What? No. Is that why? That's why I need the eyedropper? Um, man, I'm kind of behind. I'm kind of behind on the chat. I just realized. The Yorkwood's been using netting. Oh, yeah. What does Woodon Sr. think of your mini wood business? I think at first he was kind of like, what? But then once when he was up there at the home and, or no, what show are we at? Anyway, he did come up to the Home and Garden Show in Minneapolis. And then once he started talking and kind of seeing, the different, I guess, different customer base, then he kind of was he was starting to see the vision. Daniel Atkins volunteered to be your complaint department. Oh. All right. I will forward on. Yes, there was a like a bundle vending cage locker type. It was at the Bonfire Boutique down by Cord King, and it was a complete like cashless system. You scan your card, pick the bin you want, and grab your bundle and go. The Bradley is on Catbird Hill. I put a fake security camera at my roadside stand, and it ended the thefts. That's a good idea. I have heard of many people doing that. Or just the sign. But if you put the sign up, like the smile you're on camera sign, you then still need to have something where, like, if they look around, they're like, oh, there it is. But yeah, they make those cameras that will, they'll even have, like, you put a battery in them and they just have a little blinking light. So it looks like it's on. Mr. Scheib. Yeah, we started, we were doing a little experiment tonight to see if all the East Coast, the Eastern time zone people, they didn't want to stay up so late. So, because last week we started early, I decided to start early this week and give it a test just to see how it goes. It has been a mixed response. You got people who like the early start, and you have people who don't like the early start. So, we'll see. I might just go back to the regular. I mean, when you've done something one way 287 times, or 86, 85. I guess last week doesn't count. Chances are you could probably just stick with it. Well, I don't know. I probably will, given that this is like a little test run. I'll probably stay on for a little while longer just to see how many people now tune in at this time. Johnny. Oh, yes indeed. The hackberry. Don't cut your rounds, or if the tree is big in diameter, you're going to have fun moving the rounds around, because that is a heavy wood. But it dries fairly decent, kind of like oak. And when you burn it, you'll have a lot of ash. Chandler Firewood. Well, I announced it in my video yesterday that I was going to start early. And that's sometimes the weird thing, is that I don't know if when YouTube sends out notifications that I start, sometimes you don't get them on time. So I don't know. But yeah, but see, now we're starting to see some people roll in. Some of the regulars are rolling in at the regular time. Yadkin Valley Outdoors, good evening. Neighborly Homestead. What was Tim Stout? Good evening. No. It wasn't me. It was old guy Firewood. Last week in Ohio, he was telling me he was lobbying for me to start early, because he doesn't like staying up late. Boonville. I know the next show is in Maine. No, I think next week. And then I think Boonville is August. But I will not be at either. Because then it would definitely Boonville 2 years ago, man, that was one wet show. We're gonna see. Chandler. Man, I think the mosquitoes are out. Is the guy in your promo with the sword employed by You mean little Captain Jack? Yes. He is my right-hand man. I ask him all of the important questions. The wise choice Firewood had no problem staying up late last Friday. That's right. A lot of people didn't. Yeah, if you click the bell, like, that's the whole thing though, is even so I've done that for a few channels, and it's weird because I'll get the notification that they've uploaded a video like a day later, or like 12 hours later. So I don't know. I think YouTube sometimes is weird. Jim just got in from the yard, got hit with massive winds, small tornado, trees twisted off, uprooted all over my house. Oh my goodness. Well, hopefully everyone's okay. Have tree service coming in next week with bucket truck and chipper. Oh, that does not sound like fun. The intern, he's still around. He's now in the mailroom. He went and had another internship for a while. He wasn't around, but now he's back. Yeah, see, this is another thing. This is what I mean. Sometimes, like, I think the servers that push out notifications get too overloaded and they throttle back on the push, and then the notifications get delayed. I don't know. That's why I wanted to always kind of like establish a set day and time for the live stream so that everyone knows Friday at 8 p.m. Central, which is what I think we're going to have to go back to, because right now, I think at 8:06, we have more than we had all during the first hour. So, old guy Firewood, if you're still watching, unfortunately, next week, you might have to stay up late. Jim Miller, how are you doing? I have to go stoke that fire again. I do not know where the other half is, but Jamie right here. All right, see, now we're starting to get a balance. We're starting to get things balanced out. Everyone that was here earlier was like, I like the early start time, and now the late crew's coming in. Brian, how you doing? Yes, I know. Now that it's starting to get a little more dark, we should see the fire a little better. Although, God, I think my... Hang on. Oh, there we go. Zoom back in on it. And once it gets darker, you can't see the smoke as much. It's too hot, Shy, for this fire to get too big. Yes, indeed. It is not. Well, it's going to get going. Just got to give it a little chance here. This is the first fire out here. The first live stream with a fire for the year. Yeah, I don't have the patio crew out here. Little Boss Man is he is at a birthday party, an overnight birthday party. So yeah, I am, and I think Amanda is out walking the dog. So I don't know. What Are you spinning the bottle cork or you have a mouse? Oh, are you hearing my Crocs? I don't know what you. Studies have shown it takes 21 days to change a habit. You may try this for a month. Yeah, we'll see. But then if I change it, then it will take another 21 days to change it back at the end of summer. So I think we might just have to leave it. I'll have to call old guy Firewood and tell him he's just going to have to take a nap, stay up late. Yeah, Neighborly Homestead. It's 8. It was 78. What is it right now? Let me check. See if we cooled off any. Oh, we cooled off. 76. We are at 76 degrees. Oh, now we got rain. What? Uh-oh. It's supposed to rain in an hour. How about that? Hey, there's the Mr. Gardener. Staying up really late. The dog. Oh, was the dog back there dropping a log? Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't know where the other one is. Like I said, Amanda must be on one long walk. I'm gonna I'm gonna have to go back and and watch and see. Oh, look at that fire going now. Look at that. See? You just gotta have a little patience. I gotta zoom out. Burning so nice. Like I said, the maple slash that was split like a month ago burns better than the pieces of wood I've had sitting for 3 years. Anthony, how are you doing? Goobs, how are you doing? Still not a PA fire. No, not yet. Oh, although, you know what? I do have a plan for maybe next week. Next week. All right, so I think I'm going to make this call right now just by seeing how many people are in here in the response. I think next week we're back to 8. Then it will be better burning fire, and I got something special to burn on the live stream next week. So I know there's a lot of people that like the early start, but I think we're gonna stick with 8 Central. Let's see how many thumbs down pop on the screen. Oh wait, can I do the? Oh, I don't have my reactions turned on. What the heck? Oh well. Arnie, good evening. Dirt Road Landing. Don Slate, birthday weekend. Happy birthday. Yeah, the fire. I don't know. It's getting a good base right now. But like that slash is pretty dry. The other stuff is just rubbish. Oh, I just saw a thumbs down. Somebody doesn't. It's a good thing I didn't put up the poll, because if the poll would have been voting for one way and then now I decided to go back, that would not have been good. SG, good evening. I guess I'm going to have to go late now. I think I'm going to actually have to have my first 2-hour live stream, because everyone... Oh, that was your temporary dirt road? Thumbs down? Everyone's tuning in now, so I think I'm going to have to go another 45 minutes to make up for the regular slot, the regular hour. Pond update. Oh, the liner should be here this week. I had, there was a little back order delay in the shipping of the liner. So without the liner, can't do too much. Unless I wanted to build a Hometown Acres pond, which I do not. I decided to wait for the liner, and then should be here this week, or this coming week. Well, next week. I think by Wednesday. We did have the pool down in the deep end had, from all the rain last week, there was about 4 or 5 inches of water in there, and there were some toads that did their business and laid their eggs. So little boss man gathered up the eggs, put them over in a temporary little one of those little blue kiddie pools. And so we have tadpoles in progress, getting ready to hatch. So if we get the liner next week, I don't know how long it will take to finish things up. Oh, the Woodhound Senior is here. Oh, Bernie stopped in. Oh my. Yeah. Well, I'm surprised he's not still there, is he? Gator outside, late start might be better. Just got little one to sleep. Yep, we are definitely going to go. We're going back. 8 p.m. Central next Friday night. Tune in at the regular, normal, non-old guy firewood time. Oh, and we got a coin that came down. I didn't even see that. Rick's Outdoors. Overtime work. That's right. We'll go for a while. Thank you very much. Cheers. Frickin' Jeep, take a vote. 8 p.m. start, 9 p.m. start, and 1 or 2 hour. Oh, yeah. I think we'll just go back to the normal, what we've done for 280 or two. What is it? I don't even know what number we're on. Do I have it on here? Because now you can see the fire better. It's just all around better. What chores are on tap in the Woodyard for this weekend? Oh, we got a big project. I don't want to give it away what's happening, but you'll see probably Sunday. We got a big project down on the farm, actually. So stay tuned. Sunday, you'll see. An all-day live stream. Just start the live stream up, like with the Sky Cam for like the first hour from 6 till 7, 6:30, 7:30. Then like start the normal live stream at 8. Um, Early start or late, you're still great. Ah, thanks, Dirt Road Landing. And that even rhymes. Hey, there's Lily's Farm and Firewood. That's right, it's Mother's Day weekend too. You are hooked on small wood. Now you need a big long show. Well, you're going to get it tonight. It's going to be, well, I guess we're going to have to, what are we at here? We'll probably have to go to the normal time. We may have started early, but we're going to have to go stay late. I don't know if old guy Firewood's still here or not. I think he went back to sleep. I think somebody woke him up, sending him messages, and now he's back asleep. And I still don't know where my assistant, my helper is. She said she was going for, oh, she was going there for a walk. I thought she was going around the neighborhood. She went out to this park to walk the dogs. That explains it. She obviously wants a later start to the live stream as well. Oh, let's bring out the ladies. Marlon, my friend, how are you doing? Hi, Dan, fellow Woodhounds. It was great seeing you, Joe, and everyone else Saturday last weekend at the International Firewood Expo. Great seeing you as well. Cheers. Thank you very much. Just too bad that Mother Nature did not cooperate. She did on Friday. But, man, on Saturday, Franklin Outdoors, good evening. Saturday, it was just like, it didn't really downpour, and it didn't really, like, it was just drizzling all day. Just rain. All day long, it seemed like. And luckily, I wasn't going to stop and buy a pair of boots. But then I did, and luckily I did, because there were parts where if I would have had my shoes on, they would have just been destroyed. Like the water would have been over the top of my shoes. Well, Ron, she is actually working this weekend, so she will be working, and then when she gets home Sunday, we're probably gonna do a little cookout here and just relax. Ooh, Billy D. Early start, late finish. Now we're talking. Yeah, Saturday was just nonstop, and the 2 days before it had rained. I think, I think Friday night overnight it rained quite a bit, and that's what made all the standing water in most of the exhibitors area. So walking around was just, man, it was just sloppy. All right. But see, now when it's getting dark is when you can really notice the fire dying down. And why is this? Oh, I keep moving it. Mystery Gardener. I was using the Force for many things last weekend. Last Friday night was to keep control over the madness. Oh, old guy Firewood. It's no problem, but unfortunately, we have decided that next week, we're gonna be back to the 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Central. Back to the old time next week. So you're gonna have to take a nap and stay up late. All right, I gotta put some more wood on the fire. um. All right. I see a coin came down while I was gone. Gator outside. Cheers to the first Tiki bar fire of the year. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much. Cheers. Woo. We're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to cut that eyedropper down because now this is gonna be an extended live stream. Um. Old guy Firewood, we're just giving you a hard time. You mean your friends didn't understand when you said, listen, there's this guy, and I told him he needed to start his live stream early, and now he started his live stream early, so I got to leave so I can go watch it. But I think, yeah, we're gonna have to go back because Uncle Den said it would take 21 days to get everyone to switch their habit. And even though a lot of people like the earlier start time, maybe I don't know. I was thinking maybe what I'll do is start the pre-show a little earlier and have it go as I'm just setting stuff up. I don't know. Dirt road question for everyone: what gas oil mix and oil brand are you Woodhounds running in your saws? 45 to 1, 50 to 1. Ho! We just had old guy Firewood. Let's go 4 hours. What are you you were telling me that this is too late for you to stay up right now? You must be gonna be pulling an all-nighter. Thank you very much, Dick. Again, we kid because we care. Just having some fun. Glad you could tune in, and hopefully you can stay awake next week when we're back to the normal 8 p.m. Central start time. Cheers. Oh, Mr. Gardner, are you going to keep the small splitting wood? See, now I'm getting. Keep the wood splitting machine where it is now. It will be cold in the fall. It won't be too bad. The other thing I might do with that shelter, now that I have some extra wiggle wire, is I might put some plastic on like half of the front, because it faces south, so the sun shines in there. And I'm thinking if I kind of enclosed it, it might not be too bad. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, if it's because the shelter that it was in didn't really stay. I mean, you were out of the wind if it was cold, but it was still cold. So if it's that cold and snowy and windy, I probably won't be out there anyway. But I do think I want to put like some sides, kind of like what frickin' Jeep does, where he rolls up his plastic. So if there's snow blowing, it doesn't get in on the machine. So we'll see. But winter is a long ways off. We got all summer to worry about that. It's a long ways away. We don't want to be thinking about that yet, even though I still have the boiler running. Oh, and there, I think someone is finally back home. So now, well, if she comes out here, she can tend to the fire. Don't miss the bottom of the set. I think I already did. I already missed. I missed the bottom of the second hour. Done? Yes, possibly. I was talking with Martin and Ben from Fuelwood at the Expo, and they were telling me that if, like, you can't have too long of a hose for the hydraulic lines, because it will build up too much heat. So I don't know. I might look for something, but the other thing is that I don't know if I would really need my tractor while I was running the Kinlet anyway. So I don't know. And it will work out. It kind of works nice to just back it right in there. And with it backed into the input side, like the engine is kind of not really far away, but it shouldn't be too loud. Anyway, we'll see. Because if I had the Honda engine mounted on the Kinlet, like they do make that version, but then the engine would be right there inside the shelter, like right, it'd be like running a log splitter. So it would be louder if I didn't run it off the PTO. Because I mean the tractor only runs at like 12, 13, 1400 RPMs. So it's not running very loud. So we'll see. Dirt road landing. Having people here, possibly for the weekend of the Frenzy. I think I'm gonna go up to the Residence Inn. So I don't know if I'll have anyone here or not. But I might have people on, like just not live in person. Around the yard, yes. I have. That is another option. I'm not sure yet. And there she is. No, we can't see you. Not yet. If you, in that big wooden box, is wood if you want to throw it on.
Well, didn't you start at 7?
Yes, but then everybody that was used to the 8 o'clock start showed up at 8, and now they're telling me I need to go till 9. The normal, regular scheduled end time.
Is the sauna going?
No. I didn't know if you wanted to start the sauna or not. But if you are starting the sauna, we can end this live stream in 5 minutes. All right. Where is... Reverse fan on tractor. Blow heat into space. Ah. Like I said, if it's that cold, I probably won't be out there. My plan is to hopefully have plenty of inventory split and ready to go so that I don't need to run that so much in the winter. No, there's no cooler on the tractor. It's just that the little pump hooks onto the PTO shaft. But the other thing too is that they were explaining like that is only an issue if you're like running it nonstop for a long period of time. So like they have people over in the UK that run those kinlets nonstop, like 8 hours a day. So, I run that thing for 10 minutes and I have one of those 9 cubic foot bags full. And the tote, I think if I have a full tote of blocks, it probably takes maybe an hour. So, like, if I did extend the hoses, I would probably just like run 20 minutes, half hour, take a break, start back up. So it probably wouldn't be an issue unless I was going nonstop all day long. The electric version would be nice, but I do not have power. And I do not have, is it 2 phase or 3 phase? I don't have any phase back there in the Woodyard. But yeah, the electric is nice and quiet. All right, now I'm a little late on the refill. And we'll go into this extended. We'll keep the overtime of the regular time going for a little bit longer. Jeez. But I don't want to be up too late. All right. And now that it's dark out, let's see what the overhead. Oh, there we go. Now you get to see behind the scenes of the production. Tony Woods, I have not. I have not gotten the belt. The week, when was that? 2 weeks ago? Yeah, last week I was gone traveling. This weekend, I'll see. I just did one cord challenge this week with my 17 RS. Oil didn't get above 100. But that's got the cooler on it, right? Or maybe it doesn't. The one cord challenge. The full cord. Have you? Yes, I have tried Sailor Jerry's. It is not bad. I don't remember when. I don't know. I remember trying one of the other rums, spiced rums, and it didn't quite sit very well with me the next morning. And I don't know if it's because I had too much of it, or if it just was something with the rum. But I've had Sailor Jerry's, and I think that has the little hint of cherry already mixed in with it, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not. Don Slate. I am keeping. Oh, I am keeping that hatchet. Little Boss Man has his own Van Dusen hatchet that he uses, and if that one I'm keeping away, because if I give him that hatchet, I won't probably see it again, or I'll always have to be looking for it. I'll have to go to try to find it laying around somewhere. Mystery Gardener, have a good rest of your morning. Oh, I'm thinking, never mind. Yeah, I was thinking of the VS, the RS, the resplit. I don't know why I had the VS on my mind. Yeah, the I think, did Bob put out a VS video today? For some reason I had the 17 VS. I was thinking of it. The RS has its limitations, but for my needs, perfecto. That is the key, is to find the machine that fits your needs. Some of them, I don't know, like I said, sometimes you try to get all the bells and whistles and it just ends up being simple would have been better. Logger Jason, have a good weekend. Have to go dig out the mystery metal in the tub grinder. Ooh. Yeah, that does not sound like fun. Yikes. Yikes. All right, I'm going to go. Harbor Freight double splitter. I don't think I've seen that one. I saw the Woodmiser dual box wedge splitter at the Expo. That was pretty interesting. Hey, Club Dora, just stopping in to say hi. We'll have a great weekend. Thanks for stopping by. Un momento. Did you decide on the shed yet? Huh. I'll be back to answer that. Wait, are you talking about the shed, the wood shed? What to do with the shed, or the little like garden shed? Because well, the answer to both is I haven't decided anything. I haven't figured anything out yet. So, no, I have not decided. Yeah, that wood miser. The only thing with the wood miser is that I think their box wedge was a little too big because it was. I mean, they were getting some pretty big chunks coming out of that box wedge. So some of them would have needed to be, I think, resplit again, which you could probably just do right there on the back and forth cycle. Neighborly Homestead, have a good weekend. There's one of the early crew, the old guy Firewood crew. But it's what is it, 9:50? Yeah. If the wooden Woods Tree Farm, how are you doing? If double split head return arms. Oh, that would be something. But yeah, getting the well, you could have a log lift. You could have a log lift, bring it up, roll it in, and then just sit there. That would be kind of cool. But like I said, you would have to have like the wedge design just seemed to be too there's just too big of splits coming off of it. The small debarker. I have not seen that yet. Heinzie, good evening. Oh, you're not a little late. We started 1 hour and 52 minutes ago. We have been going almost 2 hours. Arnie, have a good weekend. We're going to wrap it up here, though. Technically, we have been 52 minutes into overtime. So right around 9 o'clock, I'll probably shut her down. No regular time overtime. Yeah, man, the mosquitoes are out. There's one right there flying around. I thought I got bit on my ankle down here. And the ticks. Have you guys, if you've been out in the woods, have you noticed if the tick count is up? Because let me tell you, on our one dog, like when he goes with Amanda out to this park, he will come back, and I think last night he had 11 ticks on him last night. Just crazy. Wise choice, Firewood. Have a good weekend. SG, what? First time here? What? BGW. Well, this is the normal. What? Daniel Atkins is going to go mow the lawn? Oh, have I got a story about mowing lawns? I'll have to wait because I think he wants me. He doesn't want me to tell anyone yet. But Little Boss Man has got himself a new lawnmower that he bought with his own money, and I don't know where where the little spark of interest came from, but he all week long wanted to mow the grass. 2 weeks ago, he was using the riding lawnmower, but he said he didn't like it. So he wanted to get a push mower. But wait until you see the push mower he has. Ticks everywhere. Woods Tree Farm hasn't seen a tick this year. Well, you are lucky. I was in, so the shelter that I put the kindling in, when was it? Yesterday? Yesterday or the day before. Inside the shelter, I don't know how, but, or where they came from, but I had 2 ticks on me from being in there. So I don't know if they were like up in the rafters and they fell or they dropped down on me, or if the wind blew them in. I don't know. But man, that is the one thing I do not like. Because once you get a tick, once you, like, they weren't embedded, they were just crawling. Like, I reached back, pulled one off, and then, like, 10 minutes later, there was one down on my leg. And once that happens, then, like, you just itch everywhere. At least I do. I just get, like, everything itches on me. Shotlift family, Firewood, good evening. Just checking in quick. That's good because we are almost, even though we've been live for 1 hour and 54 minutes, we're getting ready to shut her down. Perk of out west. You guys don't have ticks out there? Man, it's nuts. Like I said, what the heck was that? Hey, it's all right. I don't know what is going on. I think there's some deer over by the side fence. he wanted to. He wanted to see if he could mow lawns here in the neighborhood, and there's there's not very many people around that would pay him to mow their lawn, and he didn't have any way to like get the mower to the different properties. But he mowed the backyard here yesterday, and he told me that I owed him $1. So if that would have been if that was his rate, he was going to be he'd be mowing a lot of lawns to pay off his mower. Oh, I know what you're hearing. This thing, it's there's a there's a board down here that's on the bar. So there's a bar here, and then underneath the bar is another bar, but there's a few like boards that I didn't fasten them down because I wanted to be able to move them around depending on what I was putting back here. And when I stand like this and I bump the one with my hip, it squeaks when I move. We have solved that mystery. because when I'm standing back here, I just need to keep like shifting my weight back and forth, or my legs get locked up. So that's probably what you're hearing, is that squeaking. Yes, this is one of the longest live streams, but we made it to the top of the hour of when normally we go into overtime. And so now do another hour. Now I gotta, maybe I'm gonna, I don't even know why. I don't know why that's, maybe I'm gonna have to screw those down so I don't have them moving around. But yes, that is the squeak. All right. At least we got to the bottom of that. In the last 2 hours and 6 minutes, if nothing else, at least we accomplished, we got something done and resolved. The source of the squeak. I don't think another hour is in the cards. Yeah, we've been in overtime for an hour. So just next week, for those of you still tuning in, next week we're back to 8 p.m. Central start time. Old Guy Firewood, I don't know if you're still on here or not, but you're just going to have to try to stay awake till the end. Till 10 o'clock your time. I am an old man. What do you mean, like an old man? I am an old man. All right. I can't see if, yeah. I gotta check. Let me check how the fire's looking. That's not, I'm trying to decide which shot I should end with. Circle B, you should have. Now you sound like Lowry from Finland. Last week at Firebirds, he's like, one more. And one more meant 5 more. One more. Just one more. All right. That is going to do it. So thanks everyone for tuning in to this extended, long, 2-hour plus live stream, courtesy of, brought to you by Old Guy Firewood. Next week we will be back to the 8 p.m. Central start time. And then next week we'll have regular overtime. Maybe going a little late. But for now, we are 1 hour and 4 minutes into overtime. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. Happy Mother's Day to all the Woodhound moms out there. Thanks to all the moderators that were here and all of the super chatters throwing the coins in the cup. Greatly appreciate that, and I appreciate you tuning in. We'll see you next week here, Friday Night Live. Have a great weekend. Stay safe, have fun, and be cool. Good night, everyone. Cheers.
I've got a ton of gravel. my shoes, world on my shoulders, heart full